not to hit the record button as that plane flew over, and yet I did it anyways. Unrequited love. Unrequited love. That's the topic. So, immediately a couple of things come up. The first is a teacher that I've been listening to recently who says that when you're in a relationship, all that is when you find someone who matches your particular conditions for love and you can allow that in. So I want to say that again. That you found someone to satisfy your particular conditions upon love, that you can allow it in. So just going to put that on the back burner. The other thing is just truly, genuinely the the hurt and the heartache involved with that. So, just immediately I'm wanting to tap that hurt, tap that heartache. For everyone that this applies to, and shift it. And just noticing the point of origin of that story. So in my reality, unrequited love is an outpicturing of a belief of one's lack of lovability. So wherever that comes from, I'm not particularly interested in a story itself, but just interested in the point of origin. And it's really interesting because everyone who's watching this and ever will watch this, I'm seeing like all these little lights. They're like Christmas lights. So those are all the points of origin. And just asking for illumination and resolution of that. Illumination and resolution. So now, plugging into the divine acting as parents for all of us. So rather than having a personality mother and father, now you have the divine to be your mother and father. And the divine would never not love you. Yes, I realize that was a double negative. The divine would never not love you. The divine would never have a preference. The divine would never neglect you. So taking that divine love and dropping that into everyone for whom it would be useful and beneficial, and making space, so getting rid of anything that's in resistance to that. As long as you say yes, of course. You can always say no, but remember that's counterproductive. Okay. So now, being saturated with that divine love and allowing for that divine love to have been apparent to you, and that divine love to have nourished you and to have nurtured you. Let's bring that divine love from the point of inception clear on through to you in this moment now. Letting that integrate. And if you need to be at peace, just going back and looking at all those previous unrequited loves and seeing the beauty of how you supported that story. So because you supported that story, that was all that could ever outpicture. That's all that could ever hop in physical reality. So now, with this new information, allowing that to inform, allow that to become form in the physical world from today forward. Today is a new day. In fact, the coolest part about today is that today is a new moon. So this can be part of your new moon ceremony. And if you're watching it after the new moon, it doesn't matter because you can send the energy back. Just like right now, we're going to send it forward. And we sent it forward to this moment for a resolution. So today, new day, new consciousness. Feel that. Feel what it's like to send requited love from this day forward to the end of your earth walk. And know that that's going to be different for everyone. One of the ways that I experience requited love is right here, right now on the earth. I'm noticing how soft the earth feels under my feet. It's holding me up, but I can feel the moistness of the earth. And that for me is a form of requited love. There's this tree that it got my attention, so I'm here, but I feel like it's loving me and it's nourishing me. So that's a form of requited love. Open up your box for what requited love is and can be and how that can fill and fulfill you. I want to say particular to the United States, but maybe not. We have the culture is just so saturated with sex. And sex certainly isn't requited love. So what I'm driving at is we have a tendency to look at our relationships, our romantic relationships, to fill our love needs. And that may be so, and that may not be so. If you have a great relationship with yourself, that can be filling and fulfilling in and of itself. And I gotta say, I had a professional experience once upon a time that when it was done, I'm like, relationship my ass, I want this. Because I was so filled and fulfilled in assisting this particular client, and it was such an intense experience. I'm like, yes! That's what I came here to do. Forget about relationships. I can do this. In that moment it was true, and in this moment it's true. If I got that on a consistent basis, I could live without a relationship because it meant that much to me. It was that nourishing. So look at your box of what that is for you. All right. As always, Thank you for watching.